look at this. And look at, yo, you can't tell me that's not a jump scare, bro. I just went to a haunted house last night, okay? My man could have went there with no makeup. He would have been cooking. All right, so this is a video called Alcohol Destroyed My Life by Popular MMOs. Now, we always hear about weed destroying people's life, crack destroying people's life, cocaine destroying people's life, coochie destroying people's life. But there's like two substances that America clearly lets slide by the wayside, okay? That's alcohol and nicotine, okay? So now we have somebody who's going to give us a story about how alcohol destroyed their life. I ain't going to lie. I'm looking in the background. Looks like you bounced back. Kudos to that, man. Let's see what this man's talking about.
Okay, guys, I just watched a video of myself that was on my phone from January. And guys, as most people know, I am an alcoholic, and I tried to make a video talking about it, trying to help people and trying to show my journey. Went terrible, honestly. It is so difficult. But right now, guys, I am 4 months sober, and looking at the video, I look like a completely different person. Honestly, I'm making this part of it so I don't jump scare you, because it looks terrible. Oh my god. And I'm gonna leave it uncut too, because it shows just like how ill I was. Like, I almost threw up on myself in the video. But yeah, guys,
oh, wow.
Love you all. Hopefully I can help some people with all of this. Wait all the way till the end of the video. I'm going to show you guys kind of what happened after that. Terrible, but 4 months sober now. If I can do it, guys,
that's what's up.
Any of you can do it too. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video.
Listen to his voice. The slur in his words. Oh,
you can do it too.
Look at this. And look at, yo, you can't tell me that's not a jump scare, bro. I just went to a haunted house last night, okay? My man could have went there with no makeup. He would have been cooking.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. It's been a very, very long time. And this is probably going to be...
Look at his skin.
I assume the most important video that I do make. And as you guys can tell, I look pretty beat up.
Wow.
I didn't really try to fix myself up at all for this video because I wanted to show how I've been treating myself, I guess. As you can tell, this is going to be the first thing anyways. My skin looks pretty bad.
Bro, he's not even like pronunciating the words all the way, which I get it. Sometimes people talk fast, they skip over pronunciation, but it's like, he's like struggling to like listen.
No, this is gonna be the first thing.
Like the slur word, crazy.
Anyways, my skin looks pretty bad right now, and also all the gray hairs. It's been that way since I started the channel. I just dyed it. No one ever noticed, which I think is kind of funny. Anyways, I'm an alcoholic, and I never really acknowledged it, although there's definitely information online about it. The only reason I'm making this video is I figure I could save probably thousands of lives talking about my journey of sobriety. Today will be day one of no substance abuse.
That's fire.
Of any kind. I spent a lot of time drinking in the last 5 years. When I say a lot of time, I mean probably as much as everybody on the channel combined.
I need like a number. I need like I drink maybe 2 cut waters a month. Maybe. All right. So he definitely got me beat. But I know some people who drink like, it sounds like this is like an everyday thing for him. I know people who drink like, at least when I see them on a weekend, they are like rounds of drinks. Okay. So I'm wondering, is it like a 6-pack of beer? I need to know exactly how much he's drinking.
Or more, possibly. Definitely or more. So I thought I would be able to be helpful to people. So hopefully you guys will follow me on a journey of sobriety. I have some very funny stories as well, and some very not funny stories. So there's some horrible things that could happen to you, and some fun times as well. Obviously, anything in moderation is okay, but when you abuse something,
I'm glad he said that.
Can screw up your life, and my life went down quickly. Also, just to point this out, because it bothers me, it's kind of hard to tell, but I look like a heroin addict. Like, look at this
What?
bruising I have here.
Like, and look how his arm is, bro. Am I in the way? Look how his arm shakes a little bit.
Like, look at this bruising I have here.
Like, as he's holding his arm up, it's like shaking a little bit.
The hospital did such a bad job poking me with that thing. I have it on both arms, actually. Well, this one's a little bit lower. I don't know if you can tell. But, yeah, I'm not a heroin addict. I just have a really bad doctor, apparently. I blame the Mayo Clinic, which is supposed to be one of the best doctors in the world, but apparently they're terrible, horrible.
Hold up, the Mayo Clinic, is that in, that's in Boston, right?
I wouldn't suggest them at all. At least the one in Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay. I don't know why I thought that clinic, because Boston's supposed to have like the best doctors or something like that. That's what I thought he was talking about.
But anyway, I've been sick too. But anyways, today's going to be day one of no substances. I couldn't start this earlier. Impossible. I was just too ill. Like, when you abuse substances like alcohol, you get very, 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 very sick when you stop them, no matter how you stop them. There's two ways to do it. There's a million ways to do it, but basically most people would recommend.
But look, I'm not here to make a joke, because clearly, this is serious, okay? But I do want to say, this is why you can never judge what people have by what they're going through. Because you see this house, this is a pretty decent sized kitchen, got an island over here, counter space, bathroom. Judging by this little foyer atrium area, this house got to be at least like 3,000 square feet. Most people will look at that and be like, bro, whoever's living there, they ain't got no problems. Everybody got problems. Okay, everybody got something that they're dealing with. So never judge what people got as like a reason to just throw them to the side of they have nothing to worry about.
Recommend, going to rehab, which obviously is something very hard to do. I would recommend it to anyone who has any substance abuse issues, or recommend it to anyone in their family that does. It's going to be hard to convince them to do it. I did not do it because I was too far gone anyways. Like, they wouldn't have been able to get me out of the house. I developed a really bad agoraphobia from drinking. And if you're not familiar with that term, basically what it means is it's like a fear of like leaving where you like live, which affected me horribly. I spent months in hotel rooms and stuff where I wouldn't leave the room, and I would just order to the room. Like, I wasted, like, you see YouTubers waste money on things. I wasted money on DoorDash and hotel rooms.
That's crazy.
Which is fine. I'm not making this video because I need money in any sort of the way. I didn't go extravagant and get drunk. The one good thing is that I didn't get drunk and just start buying expensive things. I didn't buy one expensive thing. I bought a lot of weird things. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little Amazon addiction-y, but who hasn't?
Yo, he's spitting right now, okay? Shout out to all the wine mommies out there. You know what I'm saying? You pop open that wine, that look, what are the bro? I was just thinking of names of wine and they just like popped out of my head. Pinot Noir, right? That's a wine, I think. Listen, I don't drink like that, so there's some. I know you look at this man right here and you're like, yo, he's cooked. I done seen some champagne wine drinking mommies, okay? They be going through the same thing. When he talked about that Amazon addiction, boy, them Amazon boxes to the house, GG's.
These days. But basically, this is how it started. Normal dude. Took my first drink at like 30, which is crazy. Anyways,
wow.
Had nothing to do with my divorce, by the way, which a lot of people seem to think it did. Had absolutely nothing to do with that. And, I was having fun, going on dates. I would have some drinks. then it just kind of snowballed. It started kind of slow until it went boom. So yeah, anything in moderation is okay. It's okay to go out, have a couple drinks with your friends. It's not okay to go out every single day and get wasted, which is basically what it turned into for me. Especially as someone like me who made a lot of money young in life. I had the opportunity to go out pretty much every single day and
Get hammered.
drink a lot. I drank a ton. It started slow. It started me just drinking with friends, and we'd all drink about like the same amount of alcohol. I'm really competitive. The competitive part of me may have contributed to some of the alcoholism as well.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've been there too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you can't stay standing after me. We've all done that, bro. If y'all got any stories, leave them down below. But what he said right here, when he was like, he made a lot of money young. He had the ability to like go out as much as he can or as much as he wanted to. A lot of people think money is going to solve all of their problems, which it will alleviate a lot of your problems. But the one problem that having money cannot fix is your ability to be disciplined in the things you shouldn't do. Because a lot of the times when you're maybe living check to check, or you got a minimal savings account, or you're partnered up 2-income household, you can't really make decisions and not think of the consequence. So sometimes you might not go out and get that drink at the bar because like, yo, this shot at the bar, $20. I got Mad Dog 2020 at the crib, right? When you have money, there's no reason for you to not do the things that you desire at those moments. And it takes a lot to have that discipline not to do it. So listen, I know everybody want to be rich, but it does come with its consequences also.
Where all of a sudden, like, instead of drinking like a few drinks, all of a sudden I'm drinking 20 drinks, 30 drinks,
20.
40 drinks.
40!
It really snowballed to the point where I would be drinking.
What the hell are you talking about?
40 drinks in one night? Yo, this, look, yeah, he got it. I ain't never seen this in my life. Never.
Drinking like 3 bottles of alcohol a day. And ending out in the hospital. I was in the hospital many times. They don't really do too much for you either, to be honest, but I would recommend going if you really have drank that much. In my experiences, what they do is they give you a water IV, maybe some vitamins, and then they send you on your way. Depending on your level of alcoholism, they may give you some pills to help you feel better as you come down from all the drinking that you did. And those pills are also very addictive. And the first time I ever went to the doctor, not the doctor, the hospital, I decided not to take them because I was like, why would I want to get addicted to a second substance? That doesn't make a sense. Like I'm addicted to everything I do. I was addicted to YouTube when I did it. I was addicted to working out when I was working out, and all of that. Like every single thing. When I date girls, I'm addicted to them. Like what?
That one I can understand. Okay, that one I can understand.
Like I'm intelligent enough as a human being to be like, okay, like if I take this, then so now what do you get me addicted to 2 things, or you get me off the first thing and I'm just addicted to something new, because they're very addictive substances that they give to you. The other option is going off alcohol cold turkey, which is not recommended at all because it makes you could die.
Really? I did not know that.
Convulsions. So I would not recommend that to anyone either. Really, like, going in for help is always going to be the best option and the best suggestion to give to somebody, but it's very difficult to get them to do it. No one ever was able to get me to do it. I'm also very stubborn, so you may have better luck than I have. The best thing that you can do is be supportive in any way possible
to people.
I've noticed pretty much nothing anyone ever said to me was very helpful. The only people that, because they didn't understand what was going on in my head, why I was drinking, why it was, and it makes you depressed. It's a depressant, so you end up depressed at the end of the day, anyways. Um, just yelling at someone and telling them like you need to stop doing this, you're ruining your life, makes you pick up that bottle. Like,
Yeah. I think people got to stop like just screaming at people, telling them to do better. Sometimes you look. I'm not like a therapist. I'm not a life coach. I am Holla. All right. I think if you can give people a experience where whatever that they crave has a certain level of and it's hard to do with alcohol. That's why I say like alcohol is one of those things, like alcohol and nicotine, you can find them anywhere almost. I know nicotine a little bit harder to find, but alcohol, like what can you do where there's no alcohol? Hike. That's about it. Cause you go anywhere that has food, they're going to have liquor somewhere nearby. Okay. So it's very hard to do activities. You go to a sporting event. So even him saying that, I couldn't even, liquor might be one of those things that's just, it's omnipresent everywhere you go. It's not like you're not going to find cocaine everywhere. Maybe you could. I can't. I don't know where to look because I don't participate in them type of things. You're not finding meth everywhere. You're not even finding weed everywhere. But liquor is one of them things you find anywhere. So I have actually thinking while I'm talking, I don't know what you're supposed to do to get somebody to participate in an activity where they can't be like, bro, let me go grab a drink real quick. Can't think of one.
you're not helping. You're doing the exact opposite. Anyways, I just had a massive like cough attack. But yeah, that's not the way to support someone. You can support someone by telling them like you'd like to, help them. Anyway, just had a massive cough attack. But like I was saying,
Take
like,
it from the
that's
top?
really not supportive just because it makes someone want to drink more when you say things like that. You have to be supportive in a different way. I've noticed the most supportive people actually have been other people who were addicts who actually understood like how I felt, why I was drinking, and how hard it is to come off the drinking. Just telling someone, hey, stop drinking, it's bad for you. You try to go throwing up all day long, and being just on the floor, unable to move. Like, you just can't do that.
That's crazy.
Another way people get off drinking is weaning themselves off. That is something I've done many times, and that was the only thing that's been successful for me. And it's nothing I would recommend to anyone either because it's extremely dangerous because you could die at home at your house. But I'm still going to mention every single thing that happened.
Hold up. You can die from weaning yourself off of liquor? Is that what he meant?
For me, that would just be, let's say you drink 20 drinks a day, then next day you drink 19, then 18, then 17, then 16, until you're down to no drinks. So your body is not used to having alcohol in its system anymore. That is also...
I don't like when people say I have 20 drinks a day. What do they mean by 20 drinks? Okay. Are you like, vodka, cranberry? Are you like Coors Light double fisting? Are you like shots, tequila? Like when people say I drink 20 drinks a day, what typically are people like? What is the consumption like?
It's hard to do because anyone who's me, like, I'm a very emotional person. I'm an emotional drinker. I'm an everything drinker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an excited drinker. Like anything going on, any excuse I have. Like, oh, girlfriend broke up with me. Bottle. Oh my god, my sports team won. Bottle. Like uh, and it's very hard to convince yourself to stop. So you really have to take a look at your life and see where you were before it. And I'm like, that fall from grace is quite painful to look at. And I tried many times. I got off alcohol. I went through alcohol withdrawals, I would say, I don't know, 30, 40 times. And every time you say, like, wow, I'll never put myself through this again. And, you really have to want it. And another reason I'm not only to help people with this is to hold myself accountable. I know this will help me more than anything, is being able to help other people. 'Cause I don't need to drink to go out and have fun. Like, you don't. I did it for years. There's no reason to go get wasted either. Even if you do go out and want to have a couple drinks, there's no reason to get completely plastered. You don't remember the night anyways. There's weeks and months of time that I don't remember at all. Sometimes you do really stupid things. In the last year, I've been arrested. I've been to the mental hospital. I've been to the hospital multiple times. It's not good things like in your life, and I have a lot to say about it, honestly. But this is only going to be the first video. There's a lot of stories, a lot of things that may be helpful to you that I will try to explain, because I kind of went into this just winging it. Honestly, I literally have been drinking my life away for the last few years, so I didn't put a huge amount of effort into this video, not to lie to you. But I do have a lot of information that I can give you about drugs and alcohol and anyways, guys.
I do. When he said I did this to keep myself accountable, I think especially after COVID with the brain rot of social media, everybody TikTok dancing, renegade, and people not speaking to each other. I feel like a lot of the problems that people have, people started to feel like they were facing alone. And I think a video like this is good to show people, because there's people out there obviously suffering through the same thing he went through with alcohol, maybe even another substance or another thing. There's some people who overeat. Listen, they put Little Debbie's in the front of the store. I'm grabbing one. All right. Now I'm not eating 20 Little Debbie's a day. All right. But that Swiss roll, honey bun type thing, I need one of those. Okay. But I think this transparency is what will bring people more together. Okay. Because I feel like during COVID, there was a lot of entertainment, a lot of divisive politics. So everybody is screaming at each other from separate sides of a Wi-Fi connection. Things like this, I'm pretty sure if I went through these comments, you're going to see a lot of people. This is my story. This is how I went through it. This is what I struggle with. And then a community kind of builds from that, of people who are there to help each other, instead of, you want to raise my taxes? You know what I'm saying?
You could always make your life better. Remember that. No reason to drink yourself to oblivion. No reason to have any substance that alters your state of mind, because it's very important. Anyways, I love you guys. That's why I'm here. Hope to see you soon. Peace. And for those wondering, the reason I stopped is because I realized I didn't have long to live. I probably, with the way things were going and how downhill things were, I probably didn't have more than a couple weeks before I would be dead. And I'm definitely not ready to leave this world, and I hope none of you guys are either. So let's live the best lives we can.
So basically, in these pictures, you're gonna see,
look at but you can tell he's very intelligent, and never think because somebody's going through something or an addiction or anything that they are less than of a person than you might be. Because he, even coming off of what he felt like was weeks away from death due to alcohol, You could tell the streamline in his head. You could tell the morality was back there. You know what I'm saying? To go from that to this is the same person. A couple weeks, he said, no, 4 months. This is 4 months difference. Somebody can go from this to this. All right. Just by being able to change their circumstances. Okay. So sometimes people want to judge people's circumstances and make that who they are. Not the case. Okay.
See that I was incredibly out of shape. I lost all the muscle on my body. The doctor said I would be dead. By the time I was 40, my liver was failing. My pancreas had pancreatitis. I was doing bad, like really, really bad. And then I ended out in jail within a week of making that video before I ended out in rehab. But guys, check those pictures out. And yeah, stick around. I'm going to show my journey with you guys. Love you guys.
Okay. All right. First of all, that was your first mistake right here. Fireball was your first mistake, buddy. All right. Hold on. What did I say at the top? Only thing stop the shaking. Arrested soon after. Subscribe and follow the journey. Love you guys. Bro, listen. If this wasn't your sign to, you know, make some better steps in life, and it don't even got to be alcohol. It's just interesting to me because I never grew up like my household. I don't think a drop of alcohol ever entered my household while I was growing up. Okay. So I literally didn't see nothing. Nicotine, alcohol, nothing. I seen nothing. Okay. Weed, cocaine, nothing. Okay. Nothing entered my house. So when you hear, and that didn't make me unapologetic to people who did it, because I understand my household had its own problems, and I understand everybody else's household had problems. Understanding it, I got friends whose parents like smoke cigarettes. All right, I got friends whose parents heavily drink. You know, so my circumstance didn't make me unapologetic to other people, but I think this was incredible that he shared this story, and it gives you kind of an insight so you could deal with people in your life, right? He spoke from a perspective that maybe you have a sibling or a brother, or a sibling or a parent or a child that might be going through these things, and maybe them hearing it from somebody who went through it, they can identify with it a little bit more than you telling them, hey, yo, listen, you stop drinking right now, I'm gonna kick you out. You don't want it to come to that. You know what I'm saying? But if there's any other story times y'all find, or any videos y'all want me to cover, y'all let me know down below in the comment section. Listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all them great things. Until the next time I see y'all. Peace.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.